Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. I'm Reginald Moore, Executive Director for Baltimore City Recreation and Parks. We're so excited to be here at Al Homer Park as we celebrate another playground, a new playground. And what's so amazing about this is that we're also going to be honoring an amazing community leader, Miss Phyllis Gilmore, by naming this play space after her. So we do have a agenda for today, so I'm not going to continue to talk now because I got to come back and talk later. So to start this out, we're going to always start with hearing from our amazing mayor, the mayor of our city, Mayor Brandon Scott.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right, listen. I know Director Moore was first, and he's a Cowboys fan. His season is over, but we're Ravens fans. This is Steelers week. We got a lot of energy. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
There we go. I am excited to be here today to officially dedicate this space to be named after my good friend, a mother to this community, a leader throughout Baltimore, Miss Phyllis Gilmore. Let's give her a big round of applause. I want to thank the director, Comptroller Henry, Councilman Conway, everyone at Rec and Parks, the whole Woodburn McCabe, everybody up and down York Road. Folks, she recruited Miss Rita from Bella Edison to come over here to celebrate her because we know how important it is. I always say that we are not just changing our communities by making sure that we get the 21st century equipment in them and the things that our communities deserve, but working in partnership with our communities each and every day. Alhambra Park has been described as a serene and picturesque, so it's quite fitting that it be named for someone who's been at the forefront of preserving this urban oasis. As a mayor, I am always looking for impactful ways and solutions to ensure public safety, and I value Ms. Phyllis's leadership, advice, and wise counsel in her capacity as vice chair of my Public Safety Advisory Commission. Give her a big round of applause. She is a huge champion for our young people and for organizations doing the work to combat violence in Baltimore like Safe Streets. She is a bridge builder. She is a fighter. She will challenge you and push you to be better each and every day. And for that, we just simply say thank you, Miss Phyllis. Oftentimes, when we're doing things like this, we don't get to do them and celebrate people and give them their flowers and thank them while they're here. But that's what we're doing for you today. We want you to know that all the blood, sweat, and tears, the free 99 work that you've done for this neighborhood and for our city has not gone missed. And that everybody, every young person growing up in this neighborhood will be asking their parents and grandparents and older brothers and siblings and sisters, who is Phyllis Gilmore? And they will learn about a woman that was tenacious and fighting for Woodburn McCabe and all of Baltimore. So congratulations, ma'am. Thank you very much for sharing yourself with us each and every day. And with that, I am going to turn it over to Comptroller Henry, who will pass the baton to Councilman Conway. Again, he's done that before in his life. Who will then, and Councilman Conway will turn it back over to Director Moore before we hear from the woman of the hour. Mr. Comptroller?
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So as I look out across this serene, picturesque green space and think that it's about to be named for Phyllis Gilmore, who is also serene and picturesque, I burst into laughter because I can't say that with a straight face. But we cannot say that we are looking out over a green space that is prepared to yell at you until you do what you have to do. So we say serene and we say picturesque. I also want to take a moment to recognize some of the other community leaders we have here today. I see Chris Forrest. We can clap for Chris, right? Okay. I see Dan Pontius. Oh my gosh, Sandy McFadden's moved to the. Usually Sandy stays in the back where she can heckle easier, but okay. I'm sure that the councilman will have more to add. Good to see you. But really, I just want to say how incredibly proud I am to be here, to have this opportunity to honor Phyllis. As she has been one of my constituents, I have been one of hers. When we were in the district office up on York, that is in the Woodburn-McCabe community, and Phyllis reminded me of that regularly. And I don't mean regularly like every time she saw me at a meeting. I mean she would come by the office, sometimes daily, just to make sure that I and everyone who worked there remembered that they were in Woodburn-McCabe, and they are Woodburn-McCabe's community center, as well as the community center for the entire larger Govans area. Phyllis is a fighter. Phyllis is somebody who has taken care of her community. And honestly, I'm not sure that there is higher praise than that. President of a neighborhood association is the hardest, least compensated job in this town. Okay. Let me say that once again. It is the hardest, least compensated job in this town. And Baltimore is lucky to have people who are willing to do that work day after day, week after week, year after year, making all of our lives better. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our councilman, Mark Conway.
Good afternoon. Look, this is a big day. I first want to thank the mayor and the director for all the work that went into making this a reality. This was not an easy project, as Phyllis knows. Lots of calls, lots of issues, lots of delays, and we finally got to this day here to finally give the community what it deserves. And Phyllis knows better than anybody what the community deserves. I also want to acknowledge someone who's standing up here who also really came up with the idea to name this park after Phyllis and to give her flowers while she's here, and that's Sergeant Amy Street. Sergeant Street has been one of the greatest partners while she was here with the district. She's no longer with the district, but she has been an incredible partner and of course, a great friend to Phyllis. And we all miss you. We all love you. And we all appreciate the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into your work here in the Northern District on York Road and Woodburn-McCabe. But Phyllis, the woman of the hour, Phyllis is a fighter. Phyllis is fierce. Phyllis will tell you how she feels time and time again. She will call you. She will text you. She will follow up with the agencies. She'll follow up with the mayor. She'll follow up with the councilman. She'll follow up with Bill. Phyllis has limitless energy. And I can't really tell you guys how much it means to have someone who is so fiercely fighting for their community at every step of the way. It makes my job actually easier. It's funny when I initially ran for office, I remember Phyllis was thinking about it as well, and she was telling me all. I was like, wow, this woman is like incredible. She's doing so much in her community. She's already accomplished so much, and I get her as one of my best partners in the district. You look at this space today, you look at this park, you look at this park behind you, you look at this neighborhood, and this is only really possible because of all the work that Phyllis has put into the Woodburn-McCabe neighborhood. So I'm incredibly thankful to have the partnership, the fierce leadership, the fervent follow-up, and all the energy that Phyllis puts into leading the Woodburn-McCabe community, and really along the whole York Road corridor, including the York Road Partnership and the work that she's done there. So with that, I want to give her something I've had for quite some time now, and this is a resolution on behalf of the City Council for Phyllis, and it reads, the City Council of Baltimore resolution, be it hereby known to all that the City Council of Baltimore offers its sincerest congratulations to Phyllis Gilmore in recognition of your years of service to the Woodburn-McCabe neighborhood in your leadership up, down, and across the York Road corridor. The entire membership extends its best wishes on this memorable occasion and directs this resolution to be presented initially on October 12th, but we're here today to give it to you on the 15th because we love you and we really appreciate you, and you mean so much to me and the rest of the community here. Thank you, Phyllis. And we got some flowers for you too, so at the end we got that for you. And I'll bring up the mayor again.
All right. So now it's time. It's time for us to hear from the woman of the hour, the heartbeat of York Road. Make some noise for Miss Phyllis Gilmore. Ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know all this that they said that I am fierce and I'm a fighter. But I want to say I am grateful and I'm honored to be in this space, a space that once upon a time was a very challenging space for this community. It was a space that no one wanted to come into. When I came in 2016, the community came to me and said, Miss Phyllis, you know, we can't take our kids there. We can't go there and have cookouts. And I listened to many stories of this space, which was very heartbroken stories that I heard. I made it my business to put my feet on the ground, to hold people accountable, even our pharmaceutical people, and let people know that this is not the space no more. That's right. It's a new chief in town, and that this whole community is going to change for the better. Holding people accountable, holding residents accountable, holding agencies accountable. I believe holding everybody accountable.
That's right.
And that was what made this community flourish as much as we have been right now. We are doing well. I'm working with every single agencies, and Mayor Scott, I want to just say that the agencies has been one of my number one partners in this community. When I call, they come. When I see them, they listen. And that's a good thing. We have been fighting together to keep this community to the utmost improvements that we can get it to. I also want to say my best friend, my sister, Sergeant Street. Where you seen her, you seen me. Where you seen me, you seen her. The community policing model was the model that we really pushed in this community, and we pushed it. We was on the ground together. We was walking the beat together. We was talking to people together. We was hugging the people together. We was laughing with people together. And with that, that's another tool to this community that has brought this community up with the respect values that we have now in this community. So, Sister Sergeant Street, I thank you. Thank you for your... And I just want to say, thank you for being my sister. I also want to talk about working with communities across the line. Working with communities, listening to on the outside of what other communities are struggling with, what they're going through, and bringing communities and leaders together. And today I have a very special person standing beside me today, which is Miss Rita. She's the president of the Bel Air Edison Improvement Association. Me and Miss Rita, we fight together, we sing together, we march together, and it's no other partnership like this partnership. Where she need me, I'm there. Where I need her, she's here. And this has been a model of the way Baltimore City should model. Everybody in every community, every single community association should be working hand in hand to improve our communities across the line. And I'm very big on partnerships. I'm very big on working together, because if we're not, we're going to be standing in the same positions that we are in now. So thank you, Miss Rita, for being a partner of Woodburn McCabe. We greatly appreciate you. And I want to also speak to my community. I want to say to my community, thank you for putting your trust in me, to trust me to lead and guide this community. I know when we came in 2016, we was on a rocky hill, and I used to go to Bill's office all the time and say, Bill, when is this going to slow up? Because it feel like now I'm on a roller coaster. But I just need to know, as the years go on, is my ride going to get slower? But I'm still moving at a fast pace. I'm still on the roller coaster right now. And it's been wonderful. It's been a joy. Every single resident that came to me, and I promise, because I believe in living up to my promises. Every child that came to me and said, Miss Phyllis, we need a new park. Every senior that came to me and said, Phyllis, I need something. I believed I lived up to my promise.
All right.
And I just want to say to the community, thank you again for putting your trust in me. I will not stare you short. I will not fail you, as I have not failed you so far.
All right.
But I will keep on fighting for the best interests of this community, the people in it, Baltimore City, and the neighboring communities that's in Baltimore City. I will continue to keep fighting. And I want to say thank everyone for showing up today on behalf of me with this dedication of this park. So thank you. Love y'all.
All right. Now, we're going to get to getting now. Y'all ready? I don't think they're ready, Miss Phyllis. You think they're ready?
You ain't ready?
I think they're ready. Come on over.